Girl, my makeup's messed up.
Don't worry, I got you.
Oh, thank you. What's this?
You want this mini essence palette because of its variety of shades, and it is easily accessible for a quick touch-up.
Oh my god, bro, this palette was actually so good. Like, thank you. I really need to get one for myself.
You're welcome. That's Don't Worry by Essence.
Iglesias to short, spinning and throwing home, late! Padres win! Sorry, Jacob! Swing and a miss, struck him out, Padres win! It is gone! Fernando!
Afternoon Chieftains, another Friday and are live from the tribe on the CSN network.
He is Omar and I'm Carson, and this is all the school news and information for Clairemont High School for October 3rd, 2025.
Last week, a boat from Venezuela supposedly carrying narcotics laced with fentanyl was struck by a drone, killing 11. But what makes fentanyl so dangerous as to what warrant this?
Just last week, 11 Venezuelans were killed in an airstrike against an alleged drug trafficking boat, supposedly carrying fentanyl. But what makes fentanyl so dangerous as to warrant this?
Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid that is used for pain suppression in the medical field. Sometimes fentanyl is used to make street drugs hit harder, give a stronger high. The amount of fentanyl that can kill can fit on the tip of a pencil. 7 grains of salt, very small amounts.
Fentanyl has definitely become a bigger issue, especially in schools with students. One of the big issues is definitely with some athletes who have been taking prescriptions that are sometimes laced with fentanyl. And what it really comes down to is knowing the problem and spreading awareness about it so that everyone knows that this is definitely dangerous to not only specific groups of people, it's dangerous to everyone. And it's really just comes down to people knowing what the risks are and the dangers that come with it.
In the case of an opioid overdose, you can buy Narcan for $30 to $50 from pharmacy shops or from vending machines occasionally. This is injected into the nose and will prevent the overdose for 50 to 90 minutes.
Essentially, it wakes them up from their high because fentanyl is the #1 unintended killer in the United States of America.
As we all know, our school is placed on a full lockdown. It was a scary and stressful situation for all. We were in lockdown for nearly 3 hours while the police conducted their search and cleared our campus.
Hey Chieftains, last Monday our school had to undergo a lockdown due to a threat made to our campus. Luckily, students and staff handled the situation correctly and impressed our San Diego Police Department. Let's hear more about this from our administration.
The San Diego Police Department, as well as school police, was on our campus within minutes, less than 5 minutes. So their response was immediate and their communication was fantastic. Well, I know that something like this is stressful, and it's stressful for staff as well as it is for students because our main goal is to make sure that everybody is safe. But how everyone responded was, again, I can't say enough about how perfectly everyone responded to the situation.
Now let's hear some experiences from our students.
I didn't feel that scared. I mean, I just felt like it was just another false alarm. So when I heard the lockdown was going on, I was just like, okay, I'm in class, so just stay in class. When police came in, I was sitting down, I just put my hands up, and then they asked if everyone was okay. Then they left the room, and it wasn't even anything crazy. I mean, they were just making sure everyone was okay, and then it was another false alarm.
My initial thought when we had the lockdown was like if it was real or not. After the lockdown, I feel safe at school. You know, I do notice that the teachers are more checking on everything now.
If you need any help dealing or processing with anything that happened, our counselors are always ready and available to help. I'm Jeanette, and this is CSN.
Last week, Clairemont High School hosted its 3rd annual chili cook-off. All proceeds from this event went back to the school.
This past Friday, before the homecoming football game, members of the CHS Foundation transformed the space here outside the boys' locker room into a chili cook-off. 8 contestants came ready to compete, with dozens of Clairemont locals ready to taste test.
Well, I was at one of the football games, and they were handing out the brochure, and there's a chili cook-off, and my grandson's out there playing football, so I thought, oh, I want to support the school and the team and everything, so I make good chili.
It was great, super organized, fun to do, delicious chilies. I'm hoping we have more participants next year, though.
You putting it in my cup.
Yeah, but still.
Give him free.
Thank you.
Good chunk of this tray.
While participants and community members enjoyed the experience, the event was also important as it raised funds for the school.
Well, it's a fundraiser for the Clairemont High School Foundation, and we do a lot of things to help the kids and the clubs and stuff, so I wanted to participate in that way.
So we support grants through grants and scholarships, also clubs and academics, as well as athletics. So for kids who like teams who need uniforms, or like teachers who need grants for supplies in their schools or in their classrooms, or the library as well.
This year's chili cook-off was a very successful fundraiser for our school. However, if you were unable to participate this year, there's always next year. Make sure to follow the CHS Foundation on Instagram to stay updated on all events. Jacob Clark, CSN.
Fall season is now here and local pumpkin patches are now out. Get your pumpkins for decoration or maybe even food at local pumpkin patches located in Liberty Station, one in Carlsbad, and one next to the school. The pumpkins come in different shapes, sizes, and even colors. The pumpkin patch is open to the public and it's free to enter. You can check out the pumpkins if you think of getting some or go there with friends. It's a very good place to hang out with family members as well. There are many scenery options to take pictures with family and friends. They all are open for Halloween and Thanksgiving. If you would like to carve out jack-o'-lanterns or have some pumpkins for Thanksgiving, get into the fall season and have a little fun with decorations. It is a great place to go if you want to relax and unwind. Pumpkin patches are now open, so get your pumpkins and create memories.
World travelers, pack your bags and get ready to see the world. Next year, Clairemont High students and families have an amazing opportunity waiting for them. We're taking a school trip to Scotland and Ireland in the spring of 2026. Get ready to explore cliffs, castles, and create unforgettable memories. If you need any more information or have any questions, you can email or talk to Ms. Heidi.
This spring break, we are going to Ireland and Scotland. I know that travel's expensive and sometimes it can get scary, but on the expensive side, you can do what a lot of kids do, and every single person gets their own personal fundraiser page. In about a month, we are going to close out this year's spring break trip. So, if you're interested in Scotland or Ireland, come and check it out.
These last few weeks, the Kona Ice Truck has been showing up in the quad selling snow cones and occasionally smoothies. Let's learn a little more about the Kona Ice Truck.
As the school year carries on and clubs and ASB begin to grow, they need funding to get the resources they need to stay alive. Our ASB does multiple events each month, and one of these that you may have noticed is the Kona Ice Truck that's been coming almost every Friday. Let's hear from students and staff on the real importance of something most people overlook.
The Kona Ice Truck is on campus for student benefit, both because students are getting something from an outside vendor. Once a week, we're able to bring on Kona Ice to have something a little different. The Kona Ice Truck donates 20% of the funds to the class of 2026 one week and to the ASB the next week. It's not just about donations, though. It's really about the giving students an extra option to have on campus of something different to eat during lunch.
So on top of getting to have Kona Ice, I get to support the school too. I mean, I'm still a student here, so I want the school to thrive and benefit, and I want incoming students to be able to have a good experience here too.
Now that we know how important it really is, let's see how well it's really doing and any struggles that might come with it.
I think the Kona Ice Truck brings great energy to the campus once a week. Students are out in the quad, there's music going on. It's just a different vibe in the quad when the Kona Ice Truck is here.
The students have something, enjoyable to eat, and the school gets funding from it, so I would donate. It doesn't really matter if it's all about Kona Ice or food or anything, it just matters about school.
The Kona Ice Truck is a very nice treat to top off the end of the summer while also raising funds for our ASB and class of 2026. Go out there and get some snow cones, Chieftains. This is Elijah Vargo, CSN.
Now is your chance if you are interested in joining Unified Flag Football. Unified Flag Football practices will start October 13th and it will be held during Mondays and Wednesdays in the football field during lunch. The tournament is October 13th and will start at 9:30 a.m. You will travel together and will return to Clairemont by 2 p.m. It will be held at Patrick Henry High School or San Diego High School. Partners are needed for both skill levels, which is skills and competitive. Varsity boys football and varsity girls flag football cannot play competitive but can be partners for skills. No experience needed, just bring your school spirit and have fun. You can sign up by scanning the QR code, which will take you to a Google form, or you can sign the code here or by going to the swag.
The 2025 MLB postseason began this week. The postseason consists of 12 teams. The top 3 division champions and top 3 non-division champions from each league qualify. The top 2 division champions from each league get a first-round bye as well. The postseason began on Tuesday with the Wild Card Series. The Detroit Tigers clinched a massive road victory against Cleveland, and so did the Red Sox with a win over the New York Yankees. The defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers heated up their bats to deliver a 10-5 home victory against the Cincinnati Reds. Unfortunately, our hometown Padres were not able to win Game 1 against the Cubs. The Wild Card Series continued on Wednesday and Thursday. The divisional round begins tomorrow on the Fox Sports and TNT Sports families of networks. The Milwaukee Brewers, Philadelphia Phillies, Toronto Blue Jays, and Seattle Mariners all have home field advantage. This year's postseason is gearing up to be an exciting one with some familiar faces as well as new opponents looking to make their statements in October. To keep up to date with all postseason games, visit MLB.com/postseason.
Sports fans, we have an exciting new week of sports. There are lots of upcoming games and tournaments this week. And next, starting off on Friday, boys water polo is leaving early for a game up in Ventura. The boys will hit the pool deck at 1. Field hockey is playing on Friday against Mission Bay here at home. Game starts at 4. Volleyball hits the court here at Clairemont at 6 versus High Tech High Mesa. Football is on the road as they kick off at 7 at Canyon Hills. On Tuesday, girls tennis serves against Madison away at 4. Flag football kicks off away at 5 against Morris.
On Wednesday, tennis is at Olympian. The match starts at 4, and volleyball is on the road at Mira Mesa. They serve it up at 6 o'clock. On Thursday, tennis has a dual match as the teams host Hoover and San Diego. The matches begin on our courts at 4. Field hockey is at Point Loma as they take on the Pointers at 4. Water polo is at Patrick Henry and they hit the pool at 4. If you need more information about any of these games, please go to the school website and click on the Athletics tab.
On this day in history, October 3rd, 1995, O.J. Simpson, a retired NFL running back, was acquitted of the murder charges of his ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman. The trial took place in the Los Angeles County Superior Court. Both of the victims were found murdered outside Nicole's residence on June 12, 1994. The trial was categorized as the trial of the century and also the most publicized in criminal history because of the court TV. During the trial, the offense exploited the anger of an African-American community towards LAPD because of the biased racial history to convince the jury that Simpson was innocent. O.J. Simpson's lawyers were called the Dream Team after the media recognized them as talented legal professionals. The evidence presented in the court was blood, hair, fibers, footprints, and a glove which were supposedly planted at Simpson's property. The glove was a key part of the evidence in the trials and a famous quote said by Johnny Cochran, "If it doesn't quite fit, you must acquit." Coincidentally, 13 years later, O.J. couldn't keep himself out of trouble. Again, on this day in history, he was convicted of kidnapping, assault, and armed robbery after he attempted to get his own sports memorabilia back.
That's it for our show. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you here next week.
Don't forget to join us on Monday for the ASB announcements.
Keep it orange and blue, Chieftains. Bye.
Bye.
Sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care when people